While nest boxes and having the right property and habitat available are the best way to attract bluebirds, offering food and water can also help entice bluebirds to your yard. Hello everyone, I am your host, Grant Rettig. While there are many different bird species that people specifically target to attract to their backyards, none may be more coveted than the bluebird. Natural cavity nesters, bluebirds have seen their populations decline due to habitat loss and competition from invasive non-native species such as house sparrows. Bluebirds are not only beautiful birds, but they are also very beneficial for your yard. They're natural insect controllers, feeding on pests like caterpillars and beetles, as well as bringing a serene beauty to your yard. There are 3 species of bluebirds throughout the US, and where you live will determine which species you can attract. If you live in the eastern half of North America, you'll be attracting eastern bluebirds. If you live in the western half of North America, you may be attracting western bluebirds or mountain bluebirds. Installing a bluebird box provides a safe and cozy spot for bluebirds to nest, contributes to their conservation efforts, and adds a beautiful touch to your yard. Bluebirds start nesting between February and April, so getting up new bluebird boxes early is a great way to ensure you attract nesting pairs. Many areas, especially warmer climates, have bluebirds year-round, so getting the new boxes up early will contribute to the success of attracting them. Bluebirds typically nest in open habitats with scattered trees or shrubs, preferring locations with easy access to foraging areas rich in insects. Ideal locations for placing bluebird boxes include open fields, meadows, orchards, and along edges of woodlands. Optimal spots should offer a clear flight path for bluebirds to approach and depart the box safely. Additionally, selecting areas with minimal human disturbance helps minimize stress on nesting bluebirds. When positioning the bluebird box, consider factors such as sunlight exposure and protection from prevailing winds. Eastern or southeastern orientations provide warmth during the morning hours while shielding the box from harsh afternoon sun. Mounting the box on poles or trees, preferably 4 to 6 feet above the ground, discourages ground-based predators while ensuring bluebirds feel secure in their elevated nesting site. If you have an issue with predators such as raccoons, a squirrel baffle or a similar deterrent will help. Face the entrance to the east or south, preferably towards open habitat. This protects the house from most storms and winds. If you have the room for multiple nest boxes, you should ensure the boxes are at least 250 feet apart. You can, however, put 2 boxes closer together if there's no direct sight from one box to another. This means that putting a nest box on opposite sides of your house is acceptable. Overall, choosing a strategic location that mimics the bluebird's natural habitat and behavior pattern maximizes the likelihood of successful nesting and fledging. Bluebird boxes are most beneficial when you monitor the activity as well as keeping the nest box prepped for another brood or pair. Once you see birds starting to check out the nest box, periodically check inside the box to see if they're bringing in any nesting material. Most bluebird boxes come with a small hinge that can be moved to allow access inside the nest box. Some may have a small door on the side that opens, or it may be even on the top or the front. Before opening a nest box, it's best to slowly walk up to the box, make some noise to announce your arrival, and give a small tap on the side. This typically will cause one of the adults, usually the female, to fly out of the nest if they're inside. This will allow you to quickly open the box and check inside. Nest building can take between 2 to 5 days, so don't pull out any nesting material if you see them building for a few days. Once nest building is complete, bluebirds will lay 4 to 6 white or pale blue eggs, typically 1 per day. To ensure the eggs will hatch on the same day, the female will begin incubation once all the eggs have been laid. Once all the eggs have been laid, incubation can take between 11 and 16 days before the eggs hatch. Once the eggs have successfully hatched, they'll be ready to fledge or fly away from the nest within 17 to 21 days. Once the babies are around 12 days old, it's best to stop opening the box and only monitor by watching from the outside. This is because opening the box this late may cause one or more of the babies to prematurely fledge before they're ready. While monitoring your nest box or boxes, take notes during each visit. Note any activity in the area outside the box, such as an adult bluebird bringing nesting material or bringing food to the babies. Take notes on the number of eggs or the number of eggs that hatched and the number of young. You should also check for any issues such as ants, wasps, or parasites. After successfully fledged young, you should immediately clear out the nest and empty the box. This will allow the nest box to be used again for a second brood. If you have excess vines, weeds, or plants that grow up around your nest box, be sure to cut back all the vegetation. This ensures the bluebirds can successfully access the box while also deterring ground-based predators from using the vegetation to get to the nest box. There are several other bird species that may also attempt to nest in your bluebird box. The most common species being tree swallows, as they nest in the same types of habitats as eastern bluebirds. Chickadees, tufted titmice, Carolina, and house wrens may also build nests in your bluebird boxes. These birds are all protected species by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918 and therefore cannot be removed. House sparrows and European starlings, however, are invasive species and are not protected. This means these two species and their nests should be removed immediately, as they're both direct competitors of bluebird housing and territories. While nest boxes and having the right property and habitat available are the best way to attract bluebirds, offering food and water can also help entice bluebirds to your yard. Bluebirds will not typically eat normal birdseed, but they will regularly eat mealworms and suet. Mealworms are a type of beetle larva and are best fed live. However, I've had great luck offering freeze-dried mealworms. I even found this feeder that has special feeding ports just for mealworms. Bluebirds, like all birds, can be attracted using water, but they'll be especially enticed by offering a moving water source. If you haven't already checked it out, I have a video all about offering moving water, and you can find that link here as well as in the comments below. Attracting bluebirds to your backyard is a great project and an undertaking that may take a couple of years. However, once you establish the correct housing and habitat, they will regularly return year in and year out. This is both beneficial for your yard as well as providing hours of entertainment and fun for the entire family. I have linked below several of the different products that we've discussed in the comments below, as well as including links to plans if you're interested in building your own nest box. I've also included data sheets that you can use to monitor the nest boxes. These are all via the North American Bluebird Society. I hope this video has given you the best insights into attracting bluebirds to your backyard. If there's a topic that you'd love to see me discuss, please let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and until next time, get out and get birding.